Good segue. What's it been like bringing you to them and them to you in that adjustment period so far?
It's been really good. It's been really good. They're great young men. They love football. They love to compete, and they really enjoy being around each other. So they make it really easy. Make it easy to work. When guys love football, it's an easy thing. So it's been fun. Just the relationships we had, the conversations privately that we've had about football and what it takes to be great in this game and just great as people. So I mean, those guys have reached out to me a lot, and it's been a great relationship so far. So I'm just excited to see it build, and man, they got tons of talent. So that's an exciting part too. You're always a better coach with better players.
Did you do homework on that before deciding this is the place for you? Like ask other people about some of the personnel and not staff but players.
A little bit, but a lot of it was the staff. You know, the big thing about the job is just being around great people. You want to be around great people, people like-minded, people who love the game of football and love young men. I want to see them be successful on and off the field. So that's really what it was, just being around coach and the rest of the staff and kind of researching the staff more than the players. Then once when I got here, the players were just icing on the cake. Just the type of people that they were, and like I said, the way that they love football and want to compete and be the best they can be, and kind of the proof is in the pudding. Like if you around football, you know who Melo and Kobe are, so that's not hard. I heard a lot about them even at the next level.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you grew as a coach in your time in the NFL that you're now like bringing back with you to the college level?
The biggest things that you learn is just it's all football, like everybody says. You know, it's just a lot of football. But dealing with people is, dealing with people. You operate with people. That doesn't change at any level that it is. So that was good. It's just a different way of teaching, doing schemes, and helping guys be successful with some things that we learned, which was fun. It was fun to be in the playoffs for 3 years. It was fun to be in a Super Bowl 1 year. And so those are memories that I always stick with me.
With the coaching aspect of getting to know the coaching staff, when you're doing your research, what stood out about this coaching staff here, what stood out?
Just talking to a lot of people around the country, you could tell that Coach Leipold really cared about people, and that's important to me. This wasn't a cookie-cutter program where people were just a number and trying to run them through and just trying to get them on the field. Like, he really cared about the guys. And so that was really important to me. Most of the guys that I've coached with have been those type of guys, so that's what I'm attracted to. And that's what really attracted me to the guys. And then you get around guys like Coach Borland, Coach Simpson, those other guys on the defensive staff. They're the same way. There's not egos here. Everybody's just trying to go north and win football games and help these guys graduate and be successful. And so I had a lot of opportunities, but this one was the most attractive to me just for the simple fact of how they care about people and how they go about doing quote-unquote business. That was big to me. And it's proven on the field. I mean, they've won a lot of games in these last 2 years. They've won bowl games, and that's because these guys behind me and on the field, they care about each other, and the coaches care about them, and it shows.
You know these guys all want to get where you just were. I wonder, does that give you any extra street cred with them? Like, they look at you different, say, he's been in the NFL. That helps me understand that this guy knows, and I'm going to use him. And I mean, have you seen any of that yet? Especially like Melo and Kobe?
You've seen the questions with everybody.
Yeah.
You know, that's the goal. I mean, every guy here wants to play at that level. And so just being there does give you some credibility of just, hey, I've been here. I can show film during a meeting of what I've coached and what guys done, and I was fortunate enough at that level to coach, Darius Slade, who's been an all-pro and a Pro Bowl guy, and just a lot of other guys at that level. So, I can kind of give some examples to Melo, to Kobe about that, and it's been really good. They've just been eating it up, and it's fun to see their growth, and it's going to be fun to see them going out of this place playing the best football.
With Kobe and Melo, what have the kind of first impressions been coming off a great season overall for both of them? Obviously, the goal is to get the NFL eventually. What have you kind of thought of them and their play so far? I mean, just pro-wise.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I think of them is, their leadership is amazing. Those are the type of things that you really don't see when you're just reading a report about a kid or you're just watching them on film. Like, when these young guys need help, the first two guys over there are those two guys. When we're going through some drills and we're walking through and a guy makes a mistake, the first two guys there correct him are those two guys. And so that leadership was amazing to me. And so that lets me know that these aren't just guys who are out for themselves and trying to make sure that they're securing whatever they need to secure for themselves, that they're really trying to leave this place better than they found it. And to me, that's special. That's special. That's a special trait that those guys have that I imagine a lot of people don't know about them. You know, they can break, they can catch balls, they got quote-unquote swag, all that stuff that you see. But the leadership, and then I would say the second thing is, man, those guys love and care about the game of football. You know, that's exciting. I mean, they do extra. They got questions on top of questions. I mean, they're on the edge of their seat taking information, and man, they love football. And they're competitive. They compete at everything. Little shadow boxing. Can I shoot it in the trash can? And never compromise for competing. Never ever compromise. And those guys don't. They do it. They compete, and they're a little ticked off when they're not the best. And so that's going to carry them through in whatever they do.
On the flip side of that, you don't have a lot of guys in the position group who have played a lot of college football so far, besides those two. So what's the process going to be like of cultivating depth at the cornerback position?
Yeah, to cultivate depth is just first getting them in the classroom and just helping them learn. A smarter football player is a better football player. So we're just trying to give them the knowledge that they need and then get them some reps out there. We got a lot of talent running around here, and now it's just about developing. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here to coach, is to help them develop and just become the best they can be out here on the grass. So we'll get those guys where they need to be when it's time for them to step up on the field and play. So I'm excited about it, not worried about it. We're going to coach them up, and they're going to be good players here at the University of Kansas.
Being back in college means recruiting. Where do you feel comfortable just on the recruiting trail?
Anywhere in the United States. It don't matter. It's fun to get back on the road and meet coaches in whatever area they put me in. To meet parents. It's been fun getting back on the phone and talking to parents and guardians and everything like that, and just getting people up here to see the great things that we're doing. This is a hidden gem here in Lawrence, Kansas, and so we're excited just to get all the people here, and it's amazing even talking to parents now just how much they know about the football program at the University of Kansas. You know, and that's a credit to the guys who've been here on and off the field, and so it's just fun to get back into that. There's a lot of excitement about this program, is what it should be. And it's exciting to get some of these guys on campus to really see what we're doing with the buildings, and not just the building, but the product we're going to be putting on the field when we're playing down there in Arrowhead and the beautiful soccer stadium that we're playing in too.
You've seen it from the other side, though, coaching at Iowa State. Visited the stadium before.
Yeah.
How much has changed since your time there when you visited this place?
You talking about changed here or changing at Iowa State?
Changed here.
A lot's changed, you know. Just Kansas has always had some talent, but now the W's are following that, you know. And so, like I said, that's just a credit to coach and just the program that he's put together. The discipline these guys play with, the enthusiasm, the toughness that they play with, you know, that just comes through on film. Even on Saturdays in the NFL, when I had time to turn on the TV and I turn on the game, like, you could tell that the University of Kansas played hard, you know, and that was fun to see. That was fun to see, and like I said, it's a credit to these guys buying in and doing what they need to do, and hopefully, man, our goal is to continue that going and take it to a whole nother level with the landscape of how the Big 12 is, you know. It's one group, one goal, and that's to go win this Big 12 title, man, and if guys aren't with that, then they probably don't need to be here.
You talked about the talent they've had here in the past, some big-time NFL guys with Talib and Chris Harris and Stuckey's here. Yeah. Do you have any connection to those guys, or are you starting to develop that, or what's that been like?
Naturally, you know, Stuckey's always around, so getting to see him and not really the other guys. I had a great conversation with Kenny Logan the other day. You know, he was just kind of picking my brain about what it takes to be at that level and stick, and so, and I gave him my number. I told him whatever he needs, I'm here for him. Just to be someone to bounce it off, just another resource. So for all these guys, if they want that, you know, I was fortunate to be there and get to see what it's like and get to do it at a high level, which I was really blessed to do. So whatever way I can help these guys, I just want to help them be successful.
You've said it a lot, football's football. What is the big difference between those two levels? I mean, I know that's a stupid, simple question, but you've lived both, I haven't, so I got to ask you.
The difference between both levels, I mean, there's a lot of differences, really, you know, just...
well, especially with your position, let's say that.
The brand of football, you know, rules are different, you know, at this level as opposed to the top level. You know, you're dealing with a whole different age bracket, too. You know, I was coaching guys at the NFL that were, you know, 21 to 33, 34 years old. You know, I mean, when we sat down and talked, we were talking about what we're getting our wives for, you know, anniversary gifts. You know, I really don't have those conversations with these guys. So, you know, that's different. You know, with NIL, you're talking finances with both groups, so that's changed since I've been there next. But the football is a little different. Offenses are different, at both levels. But some things that don't change is, the discipline of eyes, getting off blocks, tackling. Those things don't change, from level to level. And just the way guys love football, it doesn't change. Those guys, they're on the edge of their seat. They know it's it's their job, and if they don't do it, then somebody else will replace them. And here, those guys are trying to, be the best they can be to get to that level. So some things are different, but some things are the same. Like I said, guys are guys. Just the age bracket is a little different between the two guys. But it's fun being at this level because you get the shape and mold, an 18 to 21-year-old. Like I said, you get there. Sometimes those guys are 30 years old, ain't a lot of shaping you're going to do to them. But the thing about it, those guys in the NFL, they're open to coaching. They want people to help them, just like guys here want people to help them.
Cool. Thanks.
When you think about your ideal cornerback, what does that look like?
Ideal cornerback, there's a lot of different things. It's not a shape or size or anything like that, but, man, they got to be competitive. They got to be smart, love football. And, like I said, just want to step up to the line and compete. I've coached guys who are 6'2", 6'3". I've coached guys who are 5'9", 5'8". But if they're competitive and they love this game, and they got some intelligence, they can figure some stuff out, man, they're going to have a chance to be successful. And that's the big thing, and that's the people we want to recruit and continue to get here. And they've already done that. They got those people here right now. So we just want to develop the young guys who you haven't seen on the field yet, and keep the guys who are playing at a high level, lead this place, lead our best football.